So one of the complaints that I get when an individual is changing their eating habits is hunger. And I just wanted to explain some of the things that you want to be aware of when you're going to change your eating habits. For one, I want to talk about the type of food that you eat. Now, if you're eating the standard American diet, please understand that you are eating things that are not nutritious. They're substances that mimic flavors and cause responses, addictive responses in your body. They shut down your body's ability to be able to tell you or communicate with you that it's had enough. And so it's all these different triggers that are really because of this highly toxic food that's full of chemicals and designed in a manner to make you addicted. So understand that in the beginning, that really you want to know, or you have to understand that when you go from eating just standard toxic food, the majority of the foods in the grocery store, that you weren't eating. Food is something that is supposed to help your body to regenerate and to heal. And when you take a look at the substances that are in these other things that were sold as food, they're not food. I mean, they're not supplying us with the nutrients our body needs to perform what it needs to perform. And so understanding that from the beginning can get you prepared mentally for what you're going to be engaging in. Okay? And so you're going to be, when you switch from eating toxic items to determining that you're going to eat real food, please understand that you're going to get some responses that you really can't trust in the beginning. Your body and your mind are going to be working in opposition to you because of how these toxic foods have really hijacked your brain's ability to make a decision. Okay? So that's really important. When you're going from eating carbohydrates, you're eating a high amount of carbohydrates like breads and crackers and things like that, sugar. When you go from eating those type of carbohydrates to eating whole food, you're going to feel hungry, okay? Because your body is used to going through that spike and then drop. And so since your body is used to burning the carbs and using the carbs for fuel, when that drop comes, you're going to feel like you hardly didn't have anything, and you're going to feel extreme hunger. So what you want to consider doing when you're crossing over is first have that understanding that I initially explained to you. You're going from eating toxins and fake food to eating real nutrients. So know that there might be some resistance. The other thing that I would recommend is to increase the amount of fat intake. A good way to retrain your body is that when you feel like you're hungry in those beginning times that you're in the initial phase of you crossing over from the highly toxic carbohydrates to eating a more nutritious intake, is that your body is used to the carbs, so then you want to have the fat, and that fat is going to help to satiate you. So in the beginning, when you feel like I'm hungry, go towards fat first and then protein, okay? And that's going to start to help your body to utilize those types of items, those nutritious items for fuel, instead of just going to the carbs and having that carb cycle. And this is even the case when you have protein and carbs together. Your body will still crave those carbs, and you'll feel yourself getting hungry a lot sooner. And so I would highly recommend just having majority of a protein and fat intake, where you just take in protein and fat, and that will help to then stabilize your body. That hunger, those cravings that nag at you, they'll go away. Okay? And so try that in the beginning. It'll help you to cross over a lot quicker versus trying to, I'm gonna have a little bit less carbs and the craving is still there. Like, I'm just gonna have one slice of bread instead of having two. That doesn't work. It leaves you still craving it. Allow your body to cross over and then go to those carbohydrates that are low on the glycemic index. And if you do have something like a piece of fruit or whatever, then guess what? Have the protein and the fat first and then have that afterwards, okay? And that will definitely help you to stabilize your appetite and not be bugged all day long with the thought of you or the idea that you're starving yourself, okay? So I hope that was helpful, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care.